grief and loss, trauma, mental health, alcohol and drug use, gender roles, anger management, self esteem, sexual abuse, domestic violence, and the pressures of societal norms or real life issues that affect men. Join Rolando, psychotherapist, author, life coach, and motivational speaker that has dedicated his profession to working with men to find a healthier alternative to cope and handle these stressors. Rolando believes that men are lacking in social, psychological, emotional, and spiritual support that is necessary for a lifestyle that promotes healthy masculinity. We invite you to join us on XY Spark, where we discuss issues that men face. At XY Spark, we believe the key for happier families is restoring healthy masculinity.
Hello, guys. Good morning. Thank you for joining us again. This is Rolando with XY Spark. Can you believe it? We're at the end of another week. It is February the 5th, 2021. My, the days are just flying by fast. Wouldn't you agree? And as the days are flying by, the weather is not playing around. Can I say that? Right now, the Weather Network is reporting an extreme cold warning here in northern Alberta. It's minus 32 outside with a wind chill taking it all the way down to minus 41. So, if you're planning to go out there today, I hope that you are going to dress warm. You're going to make sure you don't expose any skin. You are wearing your best winter garb if you are living in an area that's as cold as northern Alberta and you are keeping safe. If you're just getting up, good morning to you. I hope you had a good night rest. And if you're on your way to work, drive safe. And we hope that you'll have a fantastic day. If you're joining XY Spark for the very first time, where have you been all this time? But we're excited that you are here. And so today, I wanted to share with you another thought. It says here, you have to know who you are to grow your potential, but you have to grow in order to know who you are. You have to know who you are to grow your potential, but you have to grow in order to know who you are. It is a very challenging thing to be in a place or in a space where you feel lost. It's a tough thing to be in a place where you have no idea if you should turn to the left or turn to the right. It's a very, very frightening thing. If you get up out of bed in the morning and you are not sure if you should lay back down or you should stand up, it is a very, very, very hard thing. If at the end of each of your day, you look around and you recognize that you're standing in the same spot that you were at the beginning of the day. So, how do we make efforts and how do we break away from that? In my own experience, I've been in a position where I felt lost, where I felt hopeless, where I felt helpless. I totally understand. As I read this quote this morning, I totally understand that in order for you and for me to grow, we have to get to know ourselves. We have to take some time to connect with ourselves. We live in a very busy society. The pandemic came, and for many persons, the pandemic has been a curse. But do you know that you can turn it around to become a blessing? And here's what I mean. Maybe it's time for us to take some time to reflect and get to know ourselves a little better so that we can grow. Maybe it's time for us to stop seeking fulfillment outside of ourselves and start getting reacquainted with ourselves so that we can grow. Growth is your responsibility, and growth is my responsibility. And we have to get to that place where we start reconnecting with ourselves in order to grow. If we are not taking time to reflect, if we are not taking time to reacquaint ourselves with ourselves. How are we going to grow? If we don't know who we are, how are we going to know the possibility of who we can become? If we are not taking some time to reflect or to engage the imagination in order to move from a place of stagnation and despondency and grow to become who we are, how are we going to grow? You see, growth is something that has to be intentional. And so, as you go on your path today, as you reflect, I want you to think about this, that you have to know who you are to grow to your potential. Maybe today, maybe later today when you get home. Maybe you're just getting up and you're not going out because it's cold, or maybe you're in a warm place and you may be able to go out and take a stroll in spite of the restrictions of the COVID-19. But wherever you are right now, I want you to take some time to ask yourself the question, who am I? Who am I? Do I know myself? Do I understand myself? Am I making the efforts that I need to make to grow? And so today, I want you to think about this question, and I want you to reflect on the reality that you have to know who you are to grow your potential. So here's a thought that I want you to think about today. It is my time to get to know myself so that I can become the best version of myself. Can you say that? It is my time to get to know myself so that I can become the best version of myself. And so, face those fears, ask those tough questions, because today, more than any other day, is the day for you to grow up. This is Rolando. Thank you for joining us in XY Spark. You take care, guys. Peace out until we talk next time.
Please join Rolando next time on XY Spark as he engages us in practical discussions that promotes healthy masculinity and challenge men to live extraordinary lives. At XY Spark, we believe the key for happier families is restoring healthy masculinity.